shocking news. Spurs are ready to drop £52 million on Lyon's wonderkid, dubbed the next Lamine Yamal. Huge move coming. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Tottenham are set to make an official bid for Lyon's Malick Fofana, who is one of Ligue 1's most promising young stars. The North London club have been tracking the Belgian winger for several months and, according to reports, are now ready to make an official £52 million bid to bring him to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Fofana, just 20 years old, has quickly become one of Europe's most sought-after attacking talents, and his dazzling displays in France have even led local media to label him as the next Lamine Yamal, a comparison that underlines just how highly rated he is across the continent. Journalist Mark Brus has revealed that Tottenham are currently leading the race for the Belgian international, despite strong competition from Premier League heavyweights Chelsea and Manchester City. According to Brus, Spurs' ambitious sporting project under the club's new direction is seen as an attractive proposition for the young star, who is believed to be keen on a move to the Premier League as the next step in his development. The journalist added that Tottenham's structure and long-term vision have impressed Fofana's representatives, giving the club a significant advantage over their rivals in what could become one of the standout transfer stories of the winter window. Fofana has been a revelation for Lyon since joining from Belgian side Gent in early 2024. His explosive pace, exceptional dribbling and eye for goal have made him a key figure in the French club's resurgence. Over the past year, he has contributed with goals and assists in both domestic and European competitions, consistently proving his ability to perform under pressure. His style of play, direct, fearless, and technically gifted, has drawn comparisons not only to Yamal, but also to some of Europe's elite wingers. While Lyon are reluctant to lose one of their brightest assets, they are fully aware of the growing interest in the player. Club sources in France claim that they have already set a £52 million price tag, a figure Tottenham appear ready to meet. This valuation reflects not just Fofana's current quality, but also his immense potential, with scouts describing him as a player capable of reaching world-class levels in the coming years. Tottenham's intent to make a formal bid in January is also backed by their £100 million transfer fund injection, which has put them in a strong financial position to compete for top-tier talents. Manager Thomas Frank and sporting director Johan Lange reportedly see Fofana as an ideal fit for the club's long-term attacking plans. The Belgian's versatility, being able to operate on either flank or behind the striker, would add much-needed depth and dynamism to Spurs' front line, especially as they look to challenge for a top-4 finish. Spurs' hierarchy are said to be highly confident that their project, centred on youth, attacking football and Premier League ambition, can convince the player to choose North London over Stamford Bridge or the Etihad. For Fofana, the appeal of Tottenham lies not only in their competitive ambitions, but also in the opportunity for regular first-team football in one of Europe's most exciting leagues. With his impressive trajectory and Tottenham's growing reputation for nurturing emerging stars, the move could prove mutually beneficial. If Spurs are able to complete the signing, it would mark another major coup for the club and send a clear message to their Premier League rivals. Tottenham are not just participants in the transfer market anymore, they are serious contenders. The race for Malick Fofana is heating up fast, and with January approaching, all eyes are now on North London to see if they can land the player dubbed the new Lamine Yamal. Spurs are reportedly considering a high-profile move for Porto's prolific striker Samu And Froholdt as the club continues to face mounting injury concerns in attack this season. With Dominic Solanke sidelined by a long-term knock and Randall Kolo Muani still waiting to make his Premier League debut due to ongoing fitness issues, manager Thomas Frank is believed to be pushing for immediate reinforcements ahead of the January transfer window. According to Football Talk, Tottenham's recruitment department has been keeping close tabs on And Froholdt for several months and now view the 21-year-old Spaniard as one of their primary targets. The report states that Spurs have been monitoring And Froholdt for some period of time and are seriously weighing up a formal approach. However, securing the player's signature will not be straightforward. Porto are known for their tough stance in transfer negotiations and are determined to keep hold of their star striker unless his £86 million release clause is triggered. Since his move from Atletico Madrid to Porto in the summer of 2024, Aguihawa's rise has been nothing short of meteoric. In his debut campaign, the Spanish international bagged 27 goals across all competitions, establishing himself as one of the most dangerous young forwards in Europe. This season, he has already netted 5 goals, maintaining his reputation as a consistent finisher. Scouts have highlighted his blend of physical dominance, aerial ability and composure in front of goal, describing him as a complete modern striker capable of thriving in the high-intensity rhythm of the Premier League. Football Talk's report also underlines Aguihawa's technical intelligence. Standing tall and strong, he excels at holding up play, linking with midfielders, and creating space for wingers to exploit. His positional awareness and instinctive decision-making inside the penalty area have drawn comparisons to some of Europe's elite forwards. Tottenham view these attributes as a perfect fit for Thomas Frank's attacking system, one that values intelligent movement, pressing and fluid interplay between the front three. Financially, however, the deal remains complex. Porto's valuation sits firmly at the player's £86 million release clause, while Tottenham are hesitant to meet that figure in full. The North London club reportedly value Aguihawa closer to £45 million, in line with Transfermarkt's market estimation. Negotiations, therefore, would need to find a middle ground, potentially involving performance-based add-ons or a structured payment plan to make the transfer more feasible. Another obstacle comes from the player himself. Aguihawa is believed to be cautious about making a mid-season switch, particularly with the 2026 World Cup on the horizon. Having recently broken into the Spanish national team, the striker fears that a move could disrupt his momentum and affect his standing in Luis de la Fuente's plans for the tournament. For Tottenham, that means patience might be the key. While the club remains interested in pursuing a deal this winter, a summer transfer currently appears the most realistic outcome. Should Spurs secure Champions League qualification and strengthen their financial position, they will be well placed to return with a more competitive offer. Even so, Aguihawa's name remains firmly on the club's shortlist. Tottenham's long-term project under Thomas Frank is centred around the building a young, dynamic and technically gifted squad. And Aguihawa perfectly fits that vision. If the opportunity arises, Spurs are expected to move decisively to bring one of Europe's most promising centre-forwards to North London. Tottenham are reportedly preparing to make a serious move for one of Europe's most exciting young midfielders, as Thomas Frank looks to strengthen his squad ahead of the January transfer window. According to Team Talk, Spurs have joined the growing list of clubs pursuing Victor Froholdt, Porto's sensational 19-year-old Danish midfielder who has been turning heads across the continent with his rapid rise to prominence. The North London club are said to view Froholdt as an ideal fit for Frank's high-energy, possession-based system, a player capable of dictating tempo, breaking lines with precision passing, and contributing defensively with his robust physical presence. Tottenham's interest in the youngster is described as concrete, with multiple sources confirming that the club have been tracking his progress closely since the start of the Portuguese League season. Froholdt's impact in Portugal has been remarkable. Having joined Porto in the summer of 2025, the teenager immediately established himself as a key player under Sergio Conceição, earning multiple accolades in quick succession, including Midfielder of the Month, Young Player of the Month, and even Player of the Month within his first few appearances. His performances have drawn comparisons to some of Europe's top box-to-box midfielders, combining elegance on the ball with relentless work rate and tactical intelligence well beyond his years. His development has also been reflected at international level. Froholdt recently made his first start for Denmark's senior team in their World Cup qualifying win over Belarus, a match in which he not only scored but also provided an assist, confirming his growing reputation as one of the most complete young midfielders in Europe. Danish national team coach Brian Riemer has previously labelled him very special, praising his maturity, versatility and technical precision. However, Tottenham are far from alone in their pursuit. Team Talk reports that Brighton and Hove Albion and Atletico Madrid are also keeping a close eye on the Porto prodigy, while Court Offside claims that a £45 million transfer battle is already underway. Porto, renowned for their tough negotiating stance, are under no financial pressure to sell and are expected to demand full market value for their young star. despite that sources close to Froholdt suggest he would be open to a Premier League move. Especially one that would allow him to reunite with compatriot Thomas Frank, who is viewed as a mentor figure for Danish players making the jump to England. Spurs' Danish connection could prove decisive, with the club already boasting a reputation for nurturing Scandinavian talent and providing a pathway for young players to flourish at the highest level. Froholdt's playing style fits perfectly with Frank's vision for Tottenham's midfield, dynamic, technically refined and fearless in transition. His ability to operate as both a deep-lying playmaker and an advanced number 8 makes him a versatile asset capable of adapting to multiple tactical setups. Tottenham's hierarchy reportedly see him as a long-term replacement for the ageing Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, whose future at the club remains uncertain. While no formal bid has yet been made, insiders at Hotspur Way suggest that Spurs are ready to move quickly once the January window opens. Should negotiations progress positively, Victor Froholdt could very well become the next Danish star to shine in North London, a midfield powerhouse with the potential to transform Tottenham's engine room for years to come. That's all for today's update. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with everything Tottenham, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. Don't forget to drop a like and share this video with other Spurs fans. Together we can keep growing the Tottenham News Today community. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs!